This is my Rhodes from 1973. I bought it from a lady who had it sitting in her living room for 15 years untouched, and it's in pretty rough shape on the outside, honestly. The toe legs is worn and the lid is scuffed, and it's clearly seen some years. But inside it's actually surprisingly good condition, and the electronics still works and the pickups are fine. The action feels solid, and that's actually what made me buy it. It's got good bones, it just needs some love. So I'm starting this little video series or whatever I'm going to make it to document the process of fixing it up and cleaning it, learning how to maintain a Rhodes, and hopefully getting it to play and sound like I want it to. It should be said, I am no expert, I'm just learning as I'm going, and I'm watching videos on YouTube on how to do this stuff. So if I get anything wrong, please correct me in the comments. I'm also just trying to learn. But if you're into vintage gear, restoration, or just curious on how these instruments work, stick around and let's see how far we can bring this old Rhodes. Here I'm adjusting the escapement screws on the back of each tone bar. There are 73 of them because this is a 73 key Fender Rhodes, and I want them all to be the same height in the back. That gives me a good starting point for voicing the Rhodes later in this video. And I'm using this little time block, as I showed you a couple of seconds ago, to measure the height. It's actually from a time that I broke yesterday while playing a bit too hard, so I might as well put it to work. And this takes a bit of time, but it makes the setup a lot easier down the line. Now the next step I'm gonna be adjusting is the placement of the tines relative to the pickups. And Rhodes has some recommended measurements that make a good starting point. As you can see here on the harp, it's split into 3 sections: the lower register, the middle, and the high register. The lower and the high section should sit around 2 millimeters above the center of the pickup, and the middle section just a little above the center. It's a bit of trial and error, and small turns make a big difference, so once you get into the rhythm, it's actually pretty satisfying, as you can see here on the time lapse. Okay, so here is where we are after adjusting the tine heights. The lower section is about 2 millimeters above the center of the pickup, and the middle section is just about level. And next up, I will be adjusting the pickups themselves. This controls the output of volume and makes each note sound even. You can also see here how the pickup to tine distance isn't the same for every note. Some are too far and some are too close, so I need to adjust each one until it just feels right. I'm going to start at the middle C and work my way down, and after that, go back up from middle C. Here I'm loosening the pickup screw and moving it a tiny bit closer to the tine, listening and comparing notes as I go. And the goal of this is a consistent volume and tone across the keyboard. It's a bit of trial and error, but once it clicks, the Rhodes really starts to sing. Alright, so I'm about a half an hour in on moving all these pickups in the lower end, and I just wanted to quickly show you what the difference between 2 notes could be. So this note here has not been moved yet, the pickup hasn't been moved. You can hear, first of all, how quiet it is, and this is like I'm hitting it max hard. There's no bark, but if you play the D above, notice the difference in both volume and tone. Alright, so while I'm adjusting the rest of these pickups, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself and who I am, because this will be my first video on this channel doing Rhodes restorations or other projects like so. My name is Peter and I'm 22, and I've been playing keyboard and piano for about 6 years, and for the last 2 years I've been playing professionally. I've never really been formally taught on how to work on instruments like the Rhodes. I'm mostly just curious, and that drives me to figure out how things worked. This Rhodes is my first big piano project. I've done a little bit of customizing on a Yamaha DX7 before, but that's about it. And the goal for this Rhodes and the life this Rhodes needs to live is I really want to bring it out and play it live. And also in the start of next year, I'll be recording my second album with a band I'm playing in, so I'm getting this piano ready and in shape for recording. It's a lot of trial and error learning how to fix this thing, but I'm learning as I go, and it's honestly really fun just to work on a keyboard like this and see the process happening right in front of me. We're going to compare how it sounds now to how it sounded before I started. And honestly, before it was pretty dull and a lot of the notes felt uneven because of the volume difference between the notes. And now after a bit of work, the volume is more consistent. The notes respond a lot better, and it's finally starting actually to sound like how I want it to sound. The work I did today is a small process, but it's already a night and day difference. Alright, that's it for this video. I hope anyone who's into Rhodes or vintage keyboards in general enjoyed following along me trying to figure this stuff out. And for the next video, I've ordered a bunch of replacement parts, logos, hardwares, new felts, and a little bit more. Also a new tine. So I'll most likely be starting on one of those things next time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.